Howdy, howdy, folks. A-Train here with you for another episode of City Skylines and our Evansville city build. Well, welcome you back to the channel. Hope you've had a great Taco Tuesday as we record this, and hope you'll give us a like, share with your friends, let them know about the channel, let them know about City Skylines, now available on Steam from Paradox Interactive, and subscribe for more great content coming soon. Let's get into this. We have some traffic. And if you missed our last episode, which we're going to be doing some follow-up stuff on, hey, it's gotten some subscribers, so apparently it's good information about trains in the city. Our little town of Evansville, loosely modeled off of Evansville, Indiana. This would be the Ohio River. This is south. This is north, up towards the highway over here. That would be east, and this would be west. So that's the layout. And we're basing this not on this being a river town, but a railroad town. The Nickel Plate Railroad came through here. The Wabash Railroad came through here. And a town sprang up at the junction with industries and interchange and all that stuff. And then as time passed, the Nickel Plate and the Wabash both got bought by Norfolk and Western. And that is part of today's modern Norfolk and Southern. And this is the new realigned Norfolk Southern Main Line through the south end of town. So we are not really, I mean, we made our initial look at this the other day, in part because we wanted to see what some options would be for getting to the other side of the tracks. And we're going to have a siding off of here, and then probably our passenger station here as well. So kind of wanted to, you know, take a look at our options and everything, and see what we needed to do to pre-plan for those critical aspects of our infrastructure. But for now, we have some traffic issues to deal with, and that's where we're coming into town. So the highway's over here. It's got this real nice interchange. This is the Meandering River map, which I really like. It's super cool. It seems rather realistic. It's got tons of farming on it, and we're eventually going to get to that over here. There's ore and minerals over here. There's oil over here somewhere. And there's trees all along the riverside. So, but right now we need to deal with this traffic situation. And so what we have are traffic lights, right, Shaw? And there's several ways we can handle this, because this is Main Street and we're coming off of Broadway. Now, as you can see, Broadway goes from 3 lanes down to 2 as we have a dedicated right turn lane. Then we have a left turn lane, a straight lane. Aha. Oh, wait. No, we've gone to 4 lanes on Main Street. It's still a small road, so it's 2 tiles wide, but it is 4 lanes, so there's no parking along it. All right. So I would anticipate in this situation, Main Street is going to be a relatively small thoroughfare situation. So, and then we have the Wabash right-of-way coming through here, which is kind of just a gravel road. And I actually want to turn off parking right here. So let's get hold of, boink, boink. There. That's why there's parking lots. Imagine that. And you know what? The speed limit's, I'm going to actually lower the speed limit because I want to deter people from trying to drive through there. But I want to leave it as a gravel road alley reminder of what was. And now, of course, I didn't connect it, but yeah, well, that's okay. We'll deal with that later. Not a big deal. Right now, what we need to do is look at a couple different things. First off, what are we going to do with this intersection here to maybe move traffic a little smoother? The question is there anything down at this end of town we can do? Maybe. We might could add another entrance into the residential neighborhood here. But that traffic, if it's coming outbound or inbound, still has to get through here. Okay. What about a flyover, A-Train? I kind of like it. I like it. You know, a lot of people would do roundabouts. Here's the issue, though. All the industry traffic that's going inbound has it easy, and we could even add, you know, another opportunity for them to get over, you know, this way. But this is all outbound traffic, which means it would have to go around the roundabout and then intersect with all the residential traffic either coming this way or this way to then get on Broadway north heading up to the highway. So what other options do we have? Well, let's not do the roundabout. We could fly Broadway over Main Street, because really I don't want to try to get Main Street up and over Broadway. We could fly it over, and then we could just have exit ramps. And Broadway could be like a parkway. Not quite highway level, but also, you know, higher than your standard collector roads and stuff like that. And I kind of like that idea. I like that idea a lot. Let's just run the game here for a second. Let's boost this up and speed up. We're making some pretty good. Oh, nuts. Doggone it. I goofed up. I rebooted the game, and I forgot to reset this stupid stuff. Yeah, that's on me. What are you talking about, A-Train? What's the problem? I built a parallel universe city to this because I wanted to play around with the railroad interfacing with the industries and do some picture stuff and do some things that we hadn't gotten to at this point yet in this build. I didn't want to cheat you guys out of the opportunity to see stuff on this build. All right. So, yeah, the game apparently only has one set of settings, and see, it's got me sitting on infinite money. I don't want to have infinite money in this. I want to play this correctly. I don't want to have all 81 tiles unlocked like I do on the other one. Now, that said, let's just run this. This has nothing to do with nothing at the moment. Really, traffic's moving. So, do we need to really do anything with this intersection? Well, I kind of would like to, for sake of discussion. I would like to get Broadway up and over top of Main Street, and then just have, you know, exits into it. I think that's a good way to manage traffic, and that's a good way to build for the future. Because you always want to think about the future. All right. So let's look at this. Let's take out this and this, and maybe even this. Now this is 3 lanes, and we're going to go with 3 lanes. It's highway, 3 lanes, but that's gonna. I think we're going to end that here, and we're going to drop this down to the 2-lane. And I don't mean 2-lane universal. So let's give ourselves room. If we want to upgrade Main Street, we want to have 4 tiles of width. So we're going to back this up here. Let's make sure this is on minimum setting. All right, so here we are. That gives us the space. In fact, we're going to go so far as to go back to here. Why are you going back to there, A-Train? I have a plan. You know what? Actually, no, we'll go here. And I'll go with another version of the plan. Along the way, I'm going to introduce you guys to the way we do things here in Texas. Not that it's super special that we do it that way, but we have some things we do with our road and infrastructure stuff that's kind of unusual. And you might like what you see. You might learn something from what you see. And so I want to give that its due, you know, respect, and give you guys the opportunity to maybe say, hey, A-Train, that's really cool. I never thought of that. So if you've been on board and seen some of my other builds, and I don't need that to be there, we need to downgrade that. You know we have service roads in Texas along our highways, at least in most of the urban areas, like here in Dallas. So your service road is a parallel road to the highway. And if you want to get off and on the highway, you get off onto the service road. You can turn into some businesses off the service roads, but basically it's just a parallel collector. So that then, in a lot of cases, and hopefully more often than not, let's switch that. You, whoa, wait, what did it do? Oh, no, I don't like that. I want that node back in there, dude. You hosed me. Ain't cool. See, I want that 2-tile spacing. But, okay, I guess it's not going to give it to me, so. All right. And there's a reason why I want that 2-tile spacing there. I will show you what that is. Because of this right here. So we got room to open, make this 4 tiles wide, which is your big streets. Like if we go to this, that's going to go to 3 tiles wide. But if we go to a big, that's 4 tiles wide. All right. So that means we are set for the future. Now, there was going to be a pier under here, but what I'm trying to leave space for is a potential turnaround, because we have those. So say you were coming down the highway and you wanted to get to a business over here off the service road. So this is the highway. The service road runs parallel to it. I guess I draw that in here. So I'm not just saying it, I'm showing you. All right, so let's go to, nope, 1 lane, that style. Yeah, I don't want. So we're going to run this out about that far. And then we'll be able to switch into highway, whoops, nope, highway, right, no, no. Jeez, that, yeah, that right there. All right. So, we're going to do a little razzle-dazzle here and clean this up a little bit because it's not straight, but that's okay. All right, but let's just say the service road continued on. So this is the service road, and it continues on, right? And then you have businesses off the service road, and then you have side streets off the service road. So now everything's connected to the highway. Maybe now everything bridges over the highway, because bridges are expensive, right? That's an expensive piece of infrastructure. So you jump on the highway, and then one of the things that this allows is, let's parallel this over here. Huh? Slope too steep. What the hell are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis? You're talking about slopes too steep. Oh, first off, I see what the problem is. The problem is we've got this intersection here, and we don't need an intersection right next to it. So let's finish this side, and then we'll get to that. But what the point I'm trying to make here is that you have options to get off and on the highway without necessarily going all the way. And you get a lot of access. 480. Okay. So we'll switch that up. Okay. And we want to switch over here. And we're going to try to use just this and go there. And I think right about here should do. No. Okay. So what we're going to do is set up a node. How far did I put that down there? 1. So 4 tiles down from the intersection. So basically here, I think. No. Oh, jeez Louise. Let's try it with a gravel road. So all we're trying to do here is just set up an anchor a node. Why it works on one side and not on the other, I don't frickin' know. But that annoys the hell out of me. And for some reason, I do not have Road Anarchy loaded, which is just dumb. I don't know why I don't. I have like Prop and Tree Anarchy, but I don't have Road Anarchy. And that would allow us to fix this without it being a pain in my butt. So let's try this. Let's do that. Let's see if this will work now. Not really. No, because you're going to be a pain in my butt. You hit me. You may have just cut power off to the city. Well, too bad. All right. No, I want you to bend it like Beckham. So now, we gotta go back to 2-lane highway, boom. Nope, it's gotta be straight. And space already occupied, nope. Okay, and then we go here to here. Ha! More than one way to get it done. Jerk, pull it up. Thank you. All right, let's get this pulled back in here-ish. And then we're going to make it pretty. So that gets it straight. All right, so now, some of these mods I've got going here, I'm going to show you guys how these work. First, let's make sure we got power. That takes care of that. Now, so we've got a road that's out of alignment here. Right? And we've got node alignment, node control, right? So what we do is click on this, all right, and it's got these things here. We don't want to move the highway. That's our reference point. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to back this up a little bit. We're going to back this up a little bit. Back this up a little bit. Back this up a little bit. All right. And then we're going to see how it says hold shift to align roads, right? So I'm going to hold shift. I'm going to click on this one and then click on this one. And that's not the way we wanted that to go. There we go. We'll edit this portion out. So what I need to do is just go to move it, and I need to move it. You need to move this over here. You know what? Come on, A-Train. You know how to do this. These mods are just something I don't deal with a lot. So let's do that, that, that. And then down here, we click this, and then we go to this, and we do line up objects. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. So now we're going to do this, and this, and this. And now we're going to do line up objects. And it went the wrong way. I want... Okay. Let's try this again. I'm going to do this, 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 and this, and this. Ooh. Okay. So that actually accomplished what I was trying to accomplish. No, you're moving everything. Don't move everything. Just move this one node. Just this one node. Just tweak that over just a little bit there. All right. So the point is with this node tool thing, because now this is all kind of hinky. Now it's getting even more hinky. Is you can line stuff up, and you can see how now it's out of alignment. The tool, if I use it correctly, I'll get, let me see if I can get it right on this end. See, there's multiple things going on down here, right? All right, so we're going to go to Node Controller. We're going to click on this. We're going to back this up because I didn't use the highway, and I should have. We're going to back this. No. Okay, no, not. I need to change this to the highway so it gets rid of the intersection. Let's go to that's highway, right? Yes, it is. Okay. Okay. Cannot upgrade to this type. Well, is it? It might be that type already. That's why. I don't have sidewalk removal. All right, so let's just use this here. No, I don't want, why is it curving it? Why is it curving it? Don't curve it. I don't want it curved. I want it straight. Like that. Then, go back to highway, go to ramp, connect the ramp. Space is already occupied. We already did. Wait, that'll do, pig. All right, move it. Now, we are going to go ahead and put in 3 lanes here. Now we have an alignment issue. All right, let me see if I can do this right this time. So what we want to do is use the node controller. Click this. We want to align this to this. Okay, so basically shift this over. First thing we're going to do is back this up a little bit. We'll back that up a little bit, and we'll back this up a little bit. Now, off the corner offset, you can change this stuff too. Right? See how it lines up there, right? So let's see if there we go. Got it. All right, that did what I wanted it to do. Now, let's go over here. This is the fun stuff. Let's make it look pretty. All right, so we're going to click on this. What is that? That's node controller stuff. I don't want the node controller. I want this. Intersection marking tool. All right, watch this. This is cool. So now we can go here to here. Click. We go over here and choose solid. All right, we can go from here to here. Click. Change this to solid. All right. Pretty cool, huh? Now we can go here to here and change that to solid. And then we can go here to here, and that will automatically be dashed. And here to here, that will be dashed, and we'll change that to solid. We'll go here to here. That's dashed. We're going to change that to solid. Okay? All right. Now this here, check this out. You hit Alt. You click this, this here, and then that there. Back over to this here. Doink. And now it fills it in. Stripes. I want chevrons. Cool. All right. So now here's the other neat stuff. Check this out. We're getting real close here. If you mouse over, you can control and move this point so it lines it up. Over here, we can do the same thing. Push control, slide it along this little deal here. Now the line weight is a little bit on the heavy side, so I think what we can do is go to lines, and the width, we can go to 0.12. Actually, I think 0.10. I think that narrows it down. All right, and then over here we can hit Control and drag just a little bit like that. And over here it looks pretty good. Here it looks pretty good. This is a little bit off. Just gonna move that just like that. And yeah, all in all, that looks pretty good. So then the one other thing we could do, we don't have to do, I feel like this is still not aligned. Move that over like that. Like this. And then up here, we got to get this aligned. Plus, this becomes a different kind of road. So we're going to switch this all to highway. And then we will adjust the speed down. Okay. That'll also get rid of the crosswalks. We definitely don't want crosswalks. We're going to have to get rid of that in a minute. All right. So, and then here, actually, we can upgrade this to highway. And set this up as highway. Right? Well, no. Shoot, we can't. We need to change that back to the 2-lane. Or not, no, one-way, 2-lane. Because we do want crosswalk at the bottom. Now, this up here, we can get rid of by using TPM8. Traffic Manager President Edition. Right? So there's that. So basically what we do is we have the 2 lanes, and that gives us, you know, a turn lane for each. Does that make sense? Over here we can use TPME. And nope, not that. Do this. Boom, boom. Turns those off. Okay? As far as speed goes, that's in TPME as well. Hit this. Speed limit 25, that's a little low. So we'll up that to 35 and 35, and then we'll up this to 40, 40, and then through town, I think we're going to run this at like 50 miles an hour. Now, if you hit shift, it will do like the whole section of road. See how much that's covering there? I mean, it's covering like a whole lot. That's actually kind of what I want. So I want traffic kind of slowing down here. 50, yeah. Once you get over this, or come over this bridge, I kind of want things slowing down. And actually, we could just hit that. And that goes to the next junction. Okay. Now, over here, it's 50. We're going to slow that down to 45 miles an hour. And then you'll choose a lane, left turn, right turn, and that'll help open the traffic up. All right? So that pretty well takes care of this. Now, this down here, we could align real quick by turning that off, by turning this on, by clicking on this, by taking this and shift. No. Yeah. Dang it. That did not go the way I wanted. Again. And, maybe I can kick it back. Wait. Let me stop. I'm afraid I'm going to break the game again. I don't want to do that. Don't want to break the game, A-Train. You already broke it once on us. Let's not break it again. I have a hard time remembering all these commands and your reference point. Oh, you hit this one first and then you hit that one. All right, let's try this again. It's the second one to align to the first one. Okay? So, right. Shift, click here, bazinga. Problem solved. All right? Now, we may need to do a little move it to align this just a little bit better and not have this kind of bent. But that's okay. Not the worst thing in the world. You see what I'm saying? Now, how do we make this pretty? Well, we go in here to the intersection marking tool. Okay? And we're just going to draw a line. Connect this to here. Make that a solid line. Connect this to here. Make that a solid line. Right? This to here just needs to be a dashed line. So that's good to go. And then this is all set. All right? Now becomes the question of when do you want traffic to merge? So now you go back to TPME and you go to this. So we want, what we want is we don't want anybody changing lanes here. So we highlight the node by hovering over it with the mouse. If you hit Control S, if you click on the mouse, click on the node, then hit Control S, it will have stuff go straight through. Now we're going to go up to our next node. Right click, this is our next node. We're going to left click on it, Control S. That's going to run everything. So everybody's going to stay in their lane, right? So now we can right click again. Now we get to this node. And what I want to do here is give people the option to stay in their lane or change lanes. So now I'm doing this manually. And I'm going to say these people can kick over here. These people can go straight, or they can kick over here. And then at this point up here, obviously, these people have to kick over here. You see what I'm saying? And logically, you wouldn't want someone coming to the right. So that's the options. These people could get out of these people's way, but that way you don't have people swerving over at the last second. Does that make sense? That to me is more realistic. You're accelerating up to speed, and then you can get over, or you can run all the way down and then get over. All right? Now, that's kind of how we want that. All right. We can make all the lane stuff pretty over here. If you guys want to see that again, we'll do the lane marking tool stuffs. Lane marking. Yeah, right here. We're going to connect this to this. Make that a solid line. Connect this to this. And I'll go through and clean all this up off camera. Because it's taking, you guys want to see stuff built, and I want to build stuff for you and keep it interesting. So we've had technical issues. We got a late start. Had a stupid training thing I had to do, work related. It was like, that was no fun. All right, so then let's do this. Alt, click here. Whoop, nope. Alt, click this to this. What are we doing? Oh, I'm holding Control. No wonder. All right, let's try this again. Click this, hold Alt. So I'm holding left Alt. Get on there. See the green line forms? Green line forms. Green line forms. All right, and then there's options for stripes. There's chevrons. You can do all kinds of stuff. You can just solid it in. You can actually make it pavement, grass, gravel, ruin, all kinds of stuff. Grid, which that's a European kind of looking thing. But I think there's a couple of different versions of chevrons. You can invert it. And that's kind of more what I like. So that's what we'll go with. All right. So that's cool. All right, we got this way going. And then it's not Peters Highway. This is Broadway South. So now we're going to take this. That's Broadway South. Right. All right. Now here, so that's how you get this intersection built up. Very realistic. And what I did under here, like I said, was I left space that we could make this back into 3 lanes. You could, in theory, make it into 4 if it were passing through. So you'd have a dedicated right turn lane and possibly a straight and right turn lane if you had 2 lanes to turn into. And there would be room to have like a ramp come off, cut under, and loop around. So if you were coming down this way, you could cut underneath the bridge to go back this way up the service road and go to McDonald's, which McDonald's would probably be on the corner because that's where they build stuff. Always on the corner. McDonald's is not a hamburger company, which may sound like a hot take to some of y'all. And I understand why you would feel this way, but it's not. McDonald's is not a hamburger company. It's a real estate company. Because there's a McDonald's on every major high-value corner in the country. And a lot of them in the world. Think about it. All right, let's see. If I line this up here. Boop, boop, boop. Wait. Hold it. There's a way to do this. I need to figure out how to do this. Let's take, I think it's move it. let's do this all the way to, and we hit shift here. And then over here, oh, come on. Wait. Is this it? Copy. Boom. Didn't copy. Why didn't it copy? Did not copy. I thought it would copy. Come on, man. It's not going to copy. Dang it. All right. That's what I get for not knowing all the commands and stuff. All right. So we'll build it here. We need that. We need it lined up here-ish. There to... Don't give me that crap. Am I not high enough? Oh, it's trying to put, see, it's trying to hose me. Uh-huh. I'm on to you. Got you fixed now. Nice try. Okay. Figure it out in a second. What's the other part of this we need to do? We need to do this. What? Why isn't it changing? Why is it not flipping the direction? Oh boy. Okay. Well, you flipped that, or you did that, what I wanted you to do. Huh. Funny how that works. Alright, let's get this to about here-ish. Back to this. Go to here. Okay. Then, we need to get down to ground level. Boop, boop. And we need to be over one tile. Puts us here. Connect that. And then we need to up. Oh, we gotta take out. That made some people happy. Come on, get happy. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, so we can do this. That we can work with. Thank you. And this to here. We can work with that. Okay, we're in business. So now we're just going to use the Move It mod because I like to move it. I like to move it. Yep, there we go. Just going to bend that like that, and then bend this in like this so it's straight. Bend this in just a little bit more. Yep. Cool. All right. Same thing down here. We're going to bring this in, and then we're just going to kind of straighten the curves. And flattening them hills. Someday the mountain might get them, but the law never will. All right. This we can stretch out just a little bit. And yeah, that's not too bad. See, it's going quicker now, gang. Once I figure stuff out, give me a minute. All right. So now we got to go into this alignment thing, right? We did this before. So we want this, shift, this, to align to this. Now, we want this to align to that, to align to that. Okay, now we've done all that. Now, hey Nick, what's going on? Now we've done all that. Now we're going to go back into the move it. Okay, we got this. I hit shift. Nope. We got this. Shift and hold it down. Click that. Gotta keep moving. that, that. Come on. Hold shift down. Click that. And that. Now, hopefully this is going to work. You know what? Hello? Okay. I think it worked. No, I don't think it did. How about if I just shift this over? Not the whole thing. How about if I just shift? Ah, crap. Oh, because you hit control, knucklehead. Hit that. No. Okay. Hit this. Now, this. I'm going to move along. Hold down shift. Hit that, that. Move along. Hold down shift. Now. Move the whole thing over. So now the whole thing looks like it lines up. That's pretty good, I think. Okay. So now we can go into our line drawing tool doohickey. Connect this to this. And make that a solid line. Okay, cool. This to this can be a dash line. This to this needs to be a solid. This to this is solid. We need to make a quick tweaky tweak. Control. That there. That over there. Yep, yep, yep. And that there. Looks good. All right, now we do Alt. And we do this, to this, to this, to that. And then we change this to chevrons. Boink. Beautiful. Now, we're going to go to TPME, Traffic Manager President Edition. No, that's intersection market tool. There. We're going to do this. So right here, we're going to left click, Control S. Once you're in your lane, I want you staying in your lane. Now here, we're going to change it up. Here, actually, we want to do the alignment doohickey thing again. Node alignment tool. We want to take shift, this, that. That is backwards. Damn it. A-train. Come on, man. You screwed it up again. Okay. Close enough. Node. Boom. Change that there. Boom. Keep that dashed. Boom. Change that to solid. And then that stays open. All right. Now, I think there's a way we can actually delete part of this, but we don't want to. I don't know if we could change that or not. Oh no, this is just the offset. Okay, I don't want to deal with that. Okay, that's good enough. So now we got the markings down. Let's go back to TPME and our lane markers. Now here, we want this lane to go straight through. We want this lane can go here or here. Okay. And we right click and we go here, and we want this lane to go straight through. Basically at this point, you know what? We're just going to click on this and do Control S. Okay, we done screwed up. Control S. Okay. Well, let's try this again. Let's take this out of play. Okay. Now we hover over this and we hit Control S. Boom. So that way, if you're going to exit, you get in the exit lane back here. That's the plan. All right, we can go back into our marking tool thingy. Click on this. A little control, slidey slide here and here. Slide, slide, slippity slide. And then do the same thing over here. Boom. All right, that looks good. This looks good. Oh, speeds would be good. We'll set speeds in that. Broadway North. Let's drag this along all the way to the end. I mean, that's... There. Good. That'll do. All right. That's got Broadway North squared away. All right. So down here, we've got this aligned. We just need to do our lines. Boink. Connect. All blue. Connect. 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 Oh. Let's see. Freaking values. Do that. Do this. Change that to solid. Change this. Connect that to that. That needs to be solid. And connect this to this. And that needs to be solid. And cool. Now, do a little adjustment. A little adjustment. Right there. Right there. And over here. That there looks okay. That's fine. Yeah, that's all good there. Wait, let's adjust this here. Cool. Now, Alt, click, green line. There. There's that. We want chevron, and we want invert. Boom. That'll do. Okay, speeds. So our speeds across, what we still don't have this right up here. So we have this here, and we just need to. You know what? It's doing something goofy with two of the roads together, and I don't understand that. It's got them connected somehow. Fix that. Ah, uh-huh. I see how you work. So, under here, the question is, do we want to go ahead and upgrade this to 6 lanes? See, it's got a bridge pillar in it. It's got a bridge pillar. I don't want the bridge pillar. See, because it's got the stupid bridge pillar. So it stuck a node right over top of it, and that's a problem. I didn't assign a node there. I didn't build a node there. So we move it. Stupid thing out of the way. Goodbye. Yeah, I might know something. I may not know much. I know something, right? So now, let's just connect this over here. That. So now what? The point of that, A-train? That's a fine point, because that just got coyote ugly, didn't it? It sure did. I was kind of dumb. All right, drop back and punt. Run away! Back up! Go back to what it... Whoa, that's not what we want either. We want this to... There we go. All right, now, what do we have? All right, so this here looks done. Looks straight, not quite, but close. All right, that looks more or less close enough. Yeah, that just kind of goofed things up a little bit, didn't it? That'll do. Okay, cool. So now we can do traffic light here, traffic light here. Do that in TMPE. Traffic light here and here. Okay. 25. I don't want 25 to be this. Yeah, 35 is a better speed limit through here. Okay, that's good. This needs to be 35. 35. This needs to be 50. until we get over here, and then we can punch it up to 60. We'll drop this to 50. Yeah, and then we'll make this, because you're merging 35, you go up to 45. Here you drop down off 45, off 50 to 45, then you slow down. Right? I want you to get out of the way at speed. That makes sense? Move, B, get out the way. That's what we want you to do. Now I gotta go back and look at this again. Redraw this real quick. Solid. That's good. Redraw this. Yep. Redraw this. Solid. And then Alt. And change that to chevron. And invert it. And good to go. That'll do, pig. All right, I think we got the names lined up. We got the speed set pretty good. We can, there's ways to parallel and line this stuff up correctly. And I'm just a little bit on the not so sure side. And so we're not going to hose with it. All right. Right here, not a big fan of that setup, but that'll do. Do we have another one down at this end? We're not there yet. Okay, cool. All right, so all that time, I think we got our traffic situation squared away. How do you know A-Train? This. I heard somebody ping like they were going to upgrade. Okay, houses are upgrading. That's a good sound. All right, so that is how you build that intersection. Pretty straightforward. Main Street. We need to carry your name through here. There we go. That'll do. Cool. And that takes care of that. All right. So a little razzle-dazzle with some of the mods you can get for the game. I don't know if like all the platforms offer them or whatever, but you know, but you can see how people are slowing down. They come off the highway, they slow down. Traffic is not backing up at all. That's a beautiful thing. And that looks much better. So, yeah, this is what you would call a limited access. Oh, you know what? Hey, look here. These people are blowing right through this. Give me this. Do you see how they're exiting from the second lane here? Control S. That will prevent that. Now, back here, we want to, we'll do Control S again. Oops. Now what? Okay, there it did it. But here, I want to give people the option to get over. And then back here, yeah, so they can get over there, and then they can change lanes back here too. Now over here, left click, do this, Control S. That's going to make it stay straight through. And since this is multi-lane, you know, you're good. We'll figure that out up closer to the end. Really, it only needs to be 2 lanes because technically it gets down here and it's 2 lanes, and this is a single lane ramp. So, yeah, I guess in theory we could do proper lane mathematics and change, you know, like this down to this, this. That's the proper way to do it. And then all we got to do is, all right, let me see if I can get it right this time, gang. What are the odds? What are the odds? First place first, right? The alignment place second, right? Isn't that right? Is that what I've been saying? Here first. Yes! Got it! Sofo D's. Alright. Slide that over. We'll worry about kind of aligning this later. Not a big deal. Alright. So then here. Actually, I think we're aligned. Oh, no. We are not in alignment here, people. Definitely not in alignment. I mean, we're in alignment, but we aren't supposed to be in alignment. Something is posed up there, so let's fix that. Go back to here, go to here, now. All right, there we go. So now we got to fix that. So, alignment, we want to align this, right? Gotta hit shift first, this to this. There we go. And then we can go over here to move it, and move it over there, and then we'll just move this just a little bit over there like that. Yep. There we go. And we go to the tool here, and then we make pretty lines that go like that, and then we change it to a solid line. Do that, change that to a solid line. We do this to that, and it's dashed. Durkee09. Hey, welcome aboard. Appreciate you being here. Thanks, algorithm. Way to be my friend tonight. Durkee, where you? And I like your name because it's a letter away from being Herky09. Steven, the live streams and gaming streams to me. Oh, me too. Awesome. Guys, welcome to the channel. I'm A-Train. At least I hope so. I'm wearing his underwear. If you don't get that joke, go back and watch Real Genius with Val Kilmer. He was very young in that movie. All right. So we're going to just clean this up a little bit here. We're going to use the control key. Slide this over there. Slide, slippity slide. Just like that. Okay, cool. And then let's look over here. We got to square this one away too. Click on that. Control, Slido, Presto, Changeo, Rocky. Awesome. There we go. All right. So now we just got to set our speed limits. Really, once we're out of town, and we're effectively out of town at this point, we're okay with 60 miles an hour. Once you're kind of through the acceleration lane area, we'll do 50 right here. And then, yeah, there we go. Then you're through the acceleration lane, which kind of an obscenely long acceleration lane, but that's okay. We'll get over it. Hey, that's very kind of you, sir. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. It's very, very kind of you to say. I could use all the help I can get. It's been kind of a rough stream tonight, too. Oh, computer hasn't wanted to play nice. Game hasn't wanted to play nice. I've come to the conclusion I really need to upgrade my computer. There we go. All right, sweet. Now, let's make sure our name is Broadway North, Broadway South. Of course, it changes right here to something else. So let's get Broadway South. And just run it all the way down. And boom, confetti. All right, so Evansville now has a good intersection to get traffic in off the highway, to sort it out, whether it's industrial traffic going over here to this side of Main Street, which would be West Main. Oh yeah, actually, we're looking at it, looking northbound. What is this? What is that? Not enough raw materials for Frank's Fish Stick Factory. Do you like fish sticks? That sounds like a loaded question to me. Let's go over here real quick. So we want to just kind of sketch back. Oh, no, I can't sketch it back in. This is Railroad Street, right? Well, this was the Wabash right away. This is Railroad Street. Here. Turn that off, we can see. Railroad Street. Hello? Railroad Street, where are you? Yeah, there we are, Railroad Street. Now, what's interesting about this is a little history of Mesquite, Texas. I'm doing some research, and that's to tie into the last episode of this series where I talked about trains in the city. So this would have been the railroad back in the day. It would have been the Wabash Railroad. It ran across this way. This would have been the nickel plate that ran this way. Okay. And what I was doing was looking for real life examples of where the railroads have helped kind of create the layout for urban planning. And I looked at a whole bunch of examples around Dallas, Texas, my city. But then I also found a good example in Mesquite, Texas, which is a suburb of Dallas. And this is Wabash right away. And so I think that's going to make for an interesting little video. It won't be a very long one, but it's going to be, the idea is to give you guys ideas on how you can make stuff look more realistic. But what's interesting is, and it's not the first place I've seen it, but in Mesquite, where the Union Pacific Railroad went through, which is actually was the Texas and Pacific in the 1870s, 1878 or 1873 when it first ran through. There was Railroad Street, and then there's also Front Street. There's a street they'll put right alongside the tracks, so that's really cool. Also, I'm playing around with the way that you can raise the roadbed, because trains tend to be about 4 feet higher than like the ground around them for drainage, and it also is it looks more interesting. So what that would do is raise this up. So eventually here we're going to take nickel plate right away, and we're going to hook it into the, hey, there goes the train, zoom. We're going to hook it into the now Norfolk Southern main line here. Okay. And then it will serve this industrial area down here. But I wanted to mark where the trains were going to be. And what I'm going to be demonstrating is how you would tie this in to make it look realistic. And that is why there is a gap between our industries. You see the gap here, guys? And so we can do this. Let me see if I have it unlocked. I have it unlocked. I don't have it unlocked. Oh, I got to build a train station first. You know what? We can do that. I think. Yes, we can. What is this? What did I build here? I built something, and I don't recall what that is. But that's okay. Avenue D is looking to be where the train station is going to be. No. So, it needs to be against... There, that's where it's going to be. So we got to take that additional road out of the way. Avenue D is not in a good spot. I have problems with how this is setting up based on my other experience. You want to create, and that's okay. You know what? We have room to do this, so let's just do that. We're going to rebuild Avenue D up a couple of spaces over. So 2-lane road, what am I building? I'm building 2-lane road with sidewalks. You know what? We're going to build it with trees. I like trees. But we want sidewalks too. Median trees. Okay. This is going to be the new Avenue D. It's going to make it a little bit shorter block, but that's okay. Why are you doing this, A-Train? Because I have some knowledge here. And the knowledge is this, that if you build a train station on a main thoroughfare, what happens when the train shows up and everybody jumps in their car to leave, it just destroys traffic. So you kind of want to have, no, I don't want that. I want this, but I don't want this on, oh yeah, I do want this right here. That's exactly where yes, this is exactly where we want this. Except I'm going to shift it to, am I going to shift it to here? No, that's the thoroughfare. This is exactly where we want this. Boom, confetti. Whoa, that's a fancy looking train station. I kind of, not a big, oh, it's an elevated train station. What an idiot. I just spent a lot of money on that and didn't want that style station. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, well, it said elevated train station if you were paying attention. I don't want the elevated train station. I don't want bypass passenger station. No. Train station. That's all I want. Just a simple, straightforward train station. There we go. Okay. So you want to use the gravel roads to kind of measure this out. All right. But look at it. We're going to put that there. Okay. Notice there's parking lots. Right? See that? That disconnect that. Now we're going to move this entry over just a little bit. We don't have to, I guess. 3rd Street, 2nd Street are okay. So 2nd Street will take you into it. So now what I think would be, that's going to put a light here at 4th Street too. So I think we may eliminate this crossing. Let's just get we want to move our next crossing maybe down here to 6th Street. That's a lot further down. And then here, what we want to do, no, we don't want that. We want this. We want this. We want this. Here we want that. What just happened? All right. So now, oh, I just tried to connect it. What a doofus. All right, A-Train, just pull your head out here. And, all right, so now we can actually lay in the tracks of the siding, okay? So we're going to start here and go to here. And then we're going to go down to here. And then we'll go, I like the idea of these being a little long, okay? And then we'll connect this in. That will free up 5th Street. Is that 5th Street or 6th Street? You got to turn off the thing? No. 6th Street. Okay. That frees up 6th Street to be a grade level crossing, if that's what we choose to do. Okay? And what that means is... turn that off. What that means is we can cross the tracks. I think we can cross the tracks. Ah, you know what? That's an easy fix. You can just back this up a little bit, because actually it gets a little wonky here. So we're going to just move it. Do that, and we'll kind of straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Let's spin around here and straighten this out a little bit more. The trains are something I have to have right. Why is that, A-Train? Well, if the name it doesn't tell you something, I'm a model railroader. So I build models of trains, and I study prototype trains, which is why I've done all the discussion about trains that I have so far on this this series. So we're gonna, come on. I would really prefer to do this like that, like that. Yeah, I know that doesn't look pretty, and that's okay. We're gonna fix that too. Move this there-ish, and we're gonna move this like that, which is going to make it a little bit goofy for the passenger trains coming in. But if it's stupid but it works, it's not stupid. And this we can actually move down a little bit more now because it looks okay. Switches are there, frogs. Well, wait a minute now, hold on. Where's the ties? Where are the ties? We'll get over it. There's no ties down here either. So the ties that bind us. All right. So now this here, we have a couple of options on what we're going to do. And let me think this through here. We could, no, because we're at the highway, and we're at the highway though. So that's not necessarily bad. Let's just go this. Go back into the trackage. Run the trackage out. And then we'll actually connect it. That'll do, peg. All right, so now we just need to connect these two. So what's our distance here? Well, that's kind of goofy. Well, we don't need to connect these two. All right, let's get... Why is it... Don't do that. Don't do that. All right, it's being goofy. All right, so that's probably 10 tiles per. So I guess this is okay. Now we need a curve. Nope, I don't want to go that far. That's not bad. All right, now let's see if I can get this straight. That's not bad, but we can fix it. All right, so then this is going to be our industrial lead down the branch line. Down the old nickel plate right away. All right. Give this a little bit of a curve there. Yep. That's not bad. All right, that lines us up. Yeah. All right. Let's do that. I think that'll do. Ah, hey Lee, how are you? You're up a little late. We're expecting storms overnight tonight. I hope your car is safe. All right, so now this is the lead into the passenger station, which is a little wonky. You really don't want double crossover on curved tracks. It's happened prototypically before, but it's not exactly what you want. And that said, I think this may actually get upgraded. What street is this? Is this? It's not Green Street. It's not supposed to be Green Street. Is this Avenue B? Avenue C? Oh, this is Avenue D. Okay. So, Avenue D, and then this, which is actually now Avenue D, is going to change to Depot Drive. Boom. And then we're going to take this, change that, change that. So that's all Depot Drive. Yeah. Now Green Street is going to become Avenue D. And then we're going to fix it end to end, and it's good to go. Sweet. All right, now we got our naming right. Let's pave the street, and then we're actually going to upgrade. Yeah, I wish you could do trees on this. Let's see if we can do trees on this. Pretty. All right, cool. So that will, oh, you know what? We have an asset. Where is it? It's in parks. It's right here. Train station parking. Yes, I like it. So now, logically, we really have to put traffic lights. Oh, you know what? Wait. No, we don't. We just have to do it there. Aha! I have a plan. What's your plan, A-Train? My plan is to make Depot Drive one way. Yeah? Thinking about this, Thinking it through. There we go. Whoops, no, that did not go as planned. It's going the wrong way here and here. There we go. So now, what that means is all traffic will enter here. People will drop their passengers off on the right, which is the passenger side door, so that makes sense. And then all traffic will exit here. And then they can turn left or right, and there's a light controlling it. You don't need the light here. Here we'll just do a standard. You give way. All right. Does that work for everybody? Any questions? Does it look cool? I think it looks cool. Now we may, and this is possible, we could upgrade Avenue D to 4 lanes like Main Street. So that's a possibility at some point. We could also upgrade it to a wider thoroughfare, because the problem with the 4 lanes on the narrow 2-tile wide road, which is what this is, I think. See, if we go to 4 lanes, it's going to be wider. See, it's much wider. It's 4 tiles wide. But if we just go to 4 lanes in this space, it's still 2 tiles wide. So for now, we're going to keep our pretty trees, because we like trees. Trees are nice. Trees are good. All right? So now here, where are we? We are at 1st Street. Okay? So what we need to do is just extend Broadway down and terminate it into Avenue D, which will then give us a main connection into the depot. Now, we could make this wider street right here. That kind of might make sense. Wait, no, wrong. That one. Yes, there you go. That was close. Chat, you're supposed to tell me these things. All right, that there, and then we don't need that. Let's do that. Then let's change to highway, 2-lane, 1-way, here to here, boom, here to here, boom. Shiny, happy people. Yes. There we go. Now, the highway stuff, well, part of it, first off, is goofed up because Cooper Highway, nope, not today. Robert Highway, not today. Gunny Highway, we might do that sometime. I'm down with a Gunny Highway. You know something, guys? You know what? Actually, I think I'm really down with that. We're going to... This is now a highway. Well, no, we'll do that somewhere else in town. We're going to do Gunny Highway. Anybody know who Gunny Highway is? What movie is that from? Who played the character? Come on, somebody's got to know. Come on, somebody got to know. Somebody. Come on, anybody. We're going to make a couple of changes here. These last bits... Oh, ooh. Didn't think of something. And that's okay. We can change it. What didn't you think of, A-Train? I didn't think of... This is going to get really loud. Even though we don't have any grade level crossings, so there's no reason for the train really to sound its horn, except for a little toot-toot. You know? So, these houses down here might go kerplunk kerplooey on us. Which... would then give us a reason to upgrade Avenue D and actually shift it over. You know what we're going to do? I'll take those out. Okay. And now I need to make sure to de-zone it. See, because that didn't fix it. Okay. Now, we've got room to zone that differently in the future. We're going to just leave that at... No, not that. We'll leave that as is. Now, I do want to make one change. Gunny Highway. Whoa, hold it. Surajit Mohanty. Surajit, welcome. How are you this evening? Or this morning, depending on where you are. All right, here's what I want. We want a asymmetrical road. I want a 2-in-1 asymmetrical road. That's basic roads. You're not showing me what I'm looking... I have a U2 song. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. This, actually, you know what? This may work. If it's stupid, but it works, it's not stupid. It's not stupid. Cool. All right. So the way this now works is we want to get rid of... I need to get the mod for getting rid of sidewalks. So we're going to turn off the sidewalks here and make it so that everybody goes through. Do the same thing over here. Turn off sidewalks, you go through, you go through. Okay? Now, what we're going to do here, though, is set up with this turn lane thing. Boink. The right lane is going to be right turn only, and in the middle lane, you can go into the station or turn left. Everybody tracking? You happy with that? And then here you got right turn, left turn, but this is controlled by a light. And then here we need to make this street. I still haven't, nobody's still answered the question. Gunny Highway. Who was Gunny Highway? Amanda Campbell Street. I know an Amanda Campbell. Oh, Amanda Judd. All right, there we go. Parker Street. No, we're not doing Peter Parker Street. You know what? We might find a neighborhood to do superhero names, though. I'm cool with that. Boink. And why did this road type changes? That baffles me, but that's okay, because I think this is what it should be. Nope, that's not what it should be. It's this. And do this, and boom. Problem solved. Okay, cool. Sterling Street, what? No, this is 7th. Cool. All right, we got our streets named. 4th Street. Why are they numbered? Who's the knucklehead who did this wrong? I don't know, A-Train. Who's playing the game? Lazy. Can't believe nobody's got Gunny Highway. Clint Eastwood played Gunny Highway in Heartbreak Ridge. Great movie. Unrealistic as hell, but it's a terrific movie. Very entertaining. There we go. All right. We'll go to numbers once we get above 10. All right. Awesome. Now we got Depot Drive. All right, gang. We have made some progress. Now we got passenger service in our city. What we will probably need to do on the next episode is look at setting up a bus route. And I can see probably running it down 2nd Street, maybe probably 2nd Street. We'll go down 2nd Street, go into the depot, unless we upgrade this to 4 lanes, and then it'd have to be big so you can cut out a bus lane. But for now, we'll go in Depot Drive, we'll just make a bus stop. It's 2 lanes going one way, so you got room to get around the bus, right? And then you come out, the bus will turn right and go down to maybe 5th Street, maybe 6th Street, come down here, maybe over to Railroad Street, and make a loop. All right, so that'll be one bus route, 2nd Street to maybe 5th or 6th Street to Railroad Street. That'll cover when we build out this way, we can extend it. But that's going to be the residential neighborhood route. And you know what? We could even come down. Yeah, 5th would probably be better. But then we'll also set up a bus route that just does this. It maybe comes over Main Street. What is this? No. Parker. My J. Jonah Jameson voice. And then we'll make a crosstown that loops in the industrial area, then comes over here, and then serves the commercial area. And then if you want to get to work, you can ride the bus, and then into work. Uh-oh, somebody croaked. Yikes. You know what that means? We need us a cemetery. And we can build one of those. Actually, you know what? That's not bad there. I don't want it right in front of the school. Probably not so good. I'll just put a cemetery right there. That'll make it. People are happy. Happy, happy, happy. All right, let's run this for a minute, gang. Let's see how this looks. Turn this off. We have our new interchange here at Broadway and Main. Jog in the new park. Ah, that new park is a graveyard, dude. You enjoy your jog. Whatever works. No more urns. Yay, mantelpiece. Oh, you know what? They may actually be thinking that the park are the parking lots. Those are listed as parks. There's a garbage truck making a run through, which is okay. Do we need water or anything here? I think we're good. We're good. All right, and huzzah. So there's cars showing up, and they're parking in the park, which is super cool. Now, I'm going to go back and just check the noise thing. Now, there's zip, zip, bridge. Okay. The passenger train did not stop. But now, see, that was what my concern was right there. So, what I want to try to do is, I don't know if trees will... that is not the droid I'm looking for. This is the droid. Trees. Throw in some of these. That'll help reduce. Now, this is not upgraded, and what will happen is noise pollution will piss people off, and they will leave. So that would be bad. So we're going to try to do a little commercial zone here. Somehow I've gotten this under. Commercial. Commercial. I'm going to take this house out. Uh-oh. Nope, you built too soon. Sorry, I'll throw that down. And then let's try this again. And you built too soon again. Now, use the whole space. Do that there. So that puts a little... What the hell is that? Stuff is pinging, which is good. That's a good sound. And it could be stuff is upgrading because we've got the parks. Yeah, see, this right here is upgrading. The commercial stuff is upgrading, which is good. So that's awesome. Now this here needs more workers or more educated. Not enough educated workers. Do we have a high school? I don't think we have a high school yet. Or is this the high school? That is the high school. All right. So people's getting their education at the high school. All right. Do we have room here? I think we have room here. We can plop in one more. It's under parks. It's right here. And it goes a little something like this. Hit it. Yep. Got lots of demand for residential. All right. Do we have water under here? We do. So we can drop in some more. Nope, not that. That. Sure. Let's do that. Let's do this. And we'll do this. And over here next to the high school, we'll just plant a couple of trees, because why not? That's not trees, knucklehead. It's under landscaping. Thank you. That kind of tree and a small beech tree, or is this a large? That's not. That's a pretty big beech tree, but hey, whatever. Go, hoser. All right. We need more commercial, which is fine. We'll get some more commercial down the way here along the tracks are. kind of don't, kind of don't want to build right there. I want to build real close to this. Hey, there we go. Intercity Express just stopped. Now watch all the cars appear. See all the people showed up? Now they're walking somewhere. That's good. They're walking. They're walking. Oh, that wasn't many cars coming out. So that's good. That's real good. I like it. You know what? I want to change this right here. Because to me, it makes more sense for this if... if we do this one. Right, let me go straight there. You know what I'm saying? So let me, nope, let me turn this off. What a great city here, thanks. All right, see? It makes more sense to have the left lane and then it goes straight this way. See what I'm saying? That makes sense to me. All right. That's cool and neat, a neat and cool sort of way, people. I like it a lot. See, so you don't have any parking right here along Avenue D, but you do have lots of parking in the businesses, and then there are parking lots here. That's pretty cool. See, now a bunch of people came off the train. Now watch the traffic appear. Actually, they're all walking, which is super cool. There was like 4 cars. That's great. All right. I love it when a plan comes together. We need more residential. I can fix that right here. Boom and boom. Lots of residential. Oh, you know what? I'll even go so far as to throw some more boom right here. Boom. Uh-huh. And right here across from the scroll. Wait a minute. Nope, that's okay. I have a plan. What do you mean you have a plan? A-Train, what the heck are you talking about? You know what this city could use? I know what this city could use. In the education department, a public library. Let's just put that right here across the street from the high school. And we can put... Oh, this is going to look nice. Watch this. Check this out. We go into parks. We do this. There's a small park. Boom, boom. Serves the cemetery. And then... Is this the good one? Oh, that's a big one. Wait a minute. Where'd the other one go? Yo! Where's the other parking lot? Ah! Nuts. Is it here? Is it here? There it is. There we go. That's the ticket, laddie. Parking lot, parking lot. Counts as parks because parking lot. But that makes sense, right? There's more parking around the high school and the library. Yeah. So now that, I think, commits us to say when we do establish a bus line, it will go up 2nd Street, maybe 1st Street, but then it'll cut in and there'll be a stop right here in front of Depot Drive. Wow, look at all the cars coming out now. But look how organized that is. Look how nice that moves. All right. So, and then the bus will come down 6th Street because it will stop in front of the high school and the public library. That makes all the sense in the world, right? They have a stop right along here in front of the public library, probably. Because then you'll have access to the cemetery, the library, and the high school, and the basketball court. Boom. Confetti. And we're going to go up 2nd Street, and we're going to have a bus stop right over here, because there's the, ooh, there's a fire. Somebody's convenience store is on fire. A drugstore? Oh, that's not good. The meth lab is on fire. We'll have a stop right here, because they now let kids off at the elementary school and the park. Yeah. All right, that's going to be our bus line. That's going to be next episode. So, lots of good stuff, gang. Now we have the dramatic music. Houses are upgrading. Trains are stopping. That's awesome. Our city of Evansville is rocking and rolling. So next time, here's the plan. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Turn on the bell icon so you know when we go live or upload a video. Next time, we're going to set up a bus line so we can help relieve some traffic. Not that we have a lot of traffic. Let's just take a look. But we've managed, I think, to control it. 82% seems a little low. And our, you know what though? It doesn't look like it's a problem. I'm not sure where the problem is. Really, I don't see a problem here. So, I'm not sure why it's only saying 81, 82%. But that's okay. There may be things we can do to make things more efficient. Like maybe making these streets one way. There's a thought for you. We could make First Street one way. Well, I'd say First Street probably one way this. No, First Street needs to be two way. Second Street could be one way towards the depot. Third Street one way away from the depot. Fourth Street one way towards. Yeah, because then that complicates Sixth Street. Sixth Street needs to be one way this way. So we bring the buses up, and the buses are in the right lane, as in the right side lane, to drop people off at all the facilities over here. Of course, we could make the street go that way and bring the buses up 7th Street on the back side. They could just drop people off right here. And then you still have access to everything, right? Plus that widens things out, covers a little more of the city. A lot of things we could do there. But I'm not buying this 82% traffic flow. That just, it's too smooth. It could be just that we have a ton of streets, but we don't have any backups. Uh-oh, something's on fire. Fire truck. Here comes fire. Here comes fire brigade. Put out the container or whatever this is. Ice Cube Factory. What? Ice Cube Factory. Ah, those poor schmucks. Like they didn't have enough water on hand or something, and the machine burned up. That's no good. So, I'm excited. This is looking really good. Here's a preview of what we'll do next time too. We're going to set up the bus deal, and we're going to set this up because I have it unlocked. Although it may be because I screwed up and have none of the money come out and didn't mean to. That is a preview of that. Okay. And yeah, what's the point of that, A-Train? It looks better. It's more realistic. That's what the point is. Huh? Now this one we're going to actually run through. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. All right. Why are you running it through, A-Train? Because I know things. We're going to be moving Iron Horse Way over just a little bit, I think, because we're going to need a little bit of space to put in a freight depot. Cargo train terminal. Whatever. No, it goes here. Yeah. So if we do it there, the road's got to be one more tile back. And that's an easy fix. Easy fix. All right. So here's what we're going to do. Relocate that over here. Relocate this over here. Okay. And move Iron Horse Way back one tile. One ping. One ping only. Let's go over. No. That. That there. Okay. So now we're going to right click. Boom. That's where we want Iron Horse Way now. This should work. It's stupid, but it works. Okay. So now let's just make sure this is going to work. Cargo train terminal. Move. And it's going to go. Oh no, it's still not going to work, is it? no, it's got to be back one more tile, I think. Does it got to be back one more tile? We'll find out. Nope, not there. There. This will answer our question. So that means we gotta have 6 tiles. Bypass passenger station. No, one this way. Yep, there we go. All right, so you gotta leave 6 tiles for your cargo freight terminal. Okay, and that means we need to just reposition. The street in place, we won't have to dink around with it next time. Cool. Now, Glade Way, really? What is Iron Horse Drive, A-Train? What's the name of the old steam engines? It was an Iron Horse. That's what it was known as. Well, all right, so now we'll take this out, and we will be putting in the cargo train terminal, because this keeps doing that. Yeah. And I want to kind of try to set this up so it looks cool, like we put parking next to it, and then maybe we put like a little industry next to it too. So we'll probably be putting it more or less right there. All right? Because I want this kind of lot next to it, right there, because there's more intermodal containers. And those are all 40 footers. How do you know they're 40 footers, A-Train? That's a fine question you asked there. Because the basic length of intermodal containers is 40 feet. If these were bigger than 40 feet, they would have a 40-foot frame with extensions on the end, because the weight loading goes on that 40-foot frame. And if you watch trains enough, you'll see intermodal trains, you'll see a 40-foot container and a bigger container stacked on top of it. And then you'll see the framework line up. Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. Now, you can have 20-foot containers too. And the 20-foot container actually can hold more weight, more mass, than the 40-foot container. The bigger the container, the lighter loads. So if you've got like TVs coming over from Japan, those are probably in a 53-foot container, which is a 40-foot frame with 7.5 feet off of each end. Okay? And you can tell these when you're driving down the road, because you'll see 53 painted on by their placard, the information placard and stuff. All right? Cool? So this deal here, I wonder if it'll let me do this. That would be awesome. Goods on the... Oh, no, it's not coming. Well, okay. So, yeah, I know what we're going to do. But then, we've all... Oh, wait, hold it. Sorry. Let's get you back on track, because people are going to be like, hey, we ain't got no garbage collection. What's up? Okay. Is that working now? Is that helping? Did that square that away? We got power? We've got the power! Like a crackle and whip, I snap, attack, front to back, in this thing called rap. Yes, I have the power. We'll actually be changing this track too, because we'll be sweeping it around here. And I'm going to show you guys how to make it look realistic and everything. I may raise this up slightly, and we may have it cut here. We may actually... Oh, that would be pretty cool. We made Duck Main Street underneath. Works project from the 1930s. Yes, please. That would be swell. Okay. Guys, lots to look forward to next time. I really didn't mean to go this long. I wanted to keep it simple. It's like, hey, let's fix our traffic problems. And we fixed our traffic problems. I don't care what the game says. We ain't got 80% traffic. Traffic is, you want to go somewhere in this city, you get in there quick. Even with reduced speed limits. You're not dealing with a whole lot of anything going on. And if we go to one lane or one-way roads, I'm pretty sure then traffic is going to pick up even more. The avenues will stay two-way as you cross streets, and then one-ways will, because that's the way it is in these older towns. That's just the way it is. Some things never change. Yeah, see, like it's busy over here by the high school, but I have an idea for that too. Probably maybe just go to 4 lane right through here. That'll help move that traffic a little better. But anyway, we'll worry about that next time. So I appreciate you guys being here. Hope you'll give us a like, share with your friends. Let them know about the channel. Let them know about City Skylines, now available on Steam. From Colossal Order Games. And these other guys. A-Train, that's great. Paradox Interactive, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, those guys. So I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed the show. Like, share, and subscribe. And we hope to see you again soon. You can join us on Discord, link in the description below. You can see my Steam library, make game requests, discuss this and other games, ask questions. Feel free to ask questions in the comments. Give us a like, put a little smile down there in the comments section. And it helps, apparently, it helps the algorithm suggest us to more people, and I appreciate that. Also, if you feel so inclined to help support the effort, we're going to need to upgrade our processor. Donations are welcome at paypal.me/atraingames, paypal.me/atraingames. So appreciate you being here and just hanging out. So hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you have a great day, night, evening, morning, wherever you are on planet Earth or beyond. I'm A-Train. It's over. And I'm out.